Hello, and welcome once again to Mexico City. A race that, the last time it featured in Season 1, produced some very brilliant battles and brilliant results. It saw Liam Martin Bradley wrap up an 8th Grand Prix win. He's now on 14. Question is, can he make it 15 today from 9th on the grid? As a step by Ethan Watson.
Yeah, welcome back for the race. We had to lobby restart, so just gonna let everyone get their setups on, fuel loads, tires, race strategy, and then we'll be lights out.
Yep. Everyone doing the iconic quotes.
Oh, I'm not looking. What are they putting?
So there's into the pits we must go, EI. Because I did that in qualifying. I mean, there's also boom, boom, boom. When I hear you say whale.
Whale.
I want to say boom, boom, boom.
Okay,
I
let's
say
stop this.
whale.
Yeah, last one, whale. Right, last one.
Oh, that's an absolute tune, man.
We're still waiting here.
Please wait, I'm having the news, please.
Hey?
Looking Jen.
I can't.
Someone's already up, apparently. But that is not true.
Well, the countdown would have begun if they did.
Liam, mate, stop lying.
How long does it take to just go onto setups? Load setup. Alright, here we go. Here we go.
Wasn't the countdown. Private lights.
Fake red lights. And it's lights out. Here we go.
And away we go. Twana McInerney, Jaden Medinsky getting decent starts.
Jaden's ahead.
Jumps in. Jack Brooks getting ahead of Van Schender as we all fly down to turn 1. Brooks is going to take the lead. Or nearly does. Liam Martin Bradley spun round.
And so's Neo Godsell. He's gone to the back of the field. Liam Martin Bradley is in dead last.
Front wings absolutely everywhere. There's a VSC.
And Liam Martin Bradley is second to last with Neo Godsell behind him. Torno McInerney,
the lead.
Our pole sitter, is in P15 or P14. Yeah, that is a shock. I don't know what happened there with Torno McInerney, but he's now...
George Smith has spun the safety car, looks like.
Yeah, and our biggest gainer from the start was Raphael Houston. Went from last to 12th.
That's very good from him. Might even do qualifying because his dinner. Anyway, let's actually have a look at the tyre choice, because I haven't actually looked yet. Some people on softs, some people on mediums. As we are still under virtual safety car conditions, but Jack Brooks from 4th on the grid, having a lightning start.
Yeah, on the medium compound tyre as well. So he was on the back foot against the likes of Jaden Medinsky and Torno McInerney, who are both on the softs, but since then Jaden's lost out on a place and Torno's all the way down to P13. As
we're going green.
Yeah, we've gone green. We've gone green.
Tom Lynch getting past Harrison Bishop.
And into the pits goes Martin Vandenbroek and George Smith, who are going to replace their front wings, supposedly.
It's turn 1. People looking for moves. Timmy Troshak around the outside. Gilherme Omar.
And Torno McInerney's just made a double move on Kaspar Soderstrom and Raphael Houston. As off the track goes...
the track.
Omar off the track at that point there.
It was a bit of contact, actually.
As we look towards the front, Harrison Bishop is closing in on this battle for P2. As Jack Brooks got a nice 7/10 gap on Leo Stindl.
Yeah. Twana McInerney closing in, or was closing in on Conor Carey. Gilherme Omar very close as well. Looking for other close fouls. There's a lot happening.
And Neo Godsell's already. Wow.
Crazy stuff.
As we look towards the front, Jaden Medinsky is closing in on Leroy Van Schindel as they head on to the main straight. and Jack Brook is in the lead, followed by Leroy Van Schindel, Jaden Medensky, Tom Lynch, and Harrison Bishop to complete the top 5.
Very close battle here from the top 8, actually. And Conor
Mackinnon's going to look around the outside of Conor Carey, and Neo Godsel's out. Is that going to be a safety car?
He retires in the pits.
Oh, he's retired in the pit, okay.
As down the inside he goes.
Oh, it's on the main straight.
Nearly manages to get it done. And Omar, eager to get through. But Conor Carey coming back now at the championship contender. The pulses are here.
As Conor Macklin goes down the inside, and there's contact. Oh my god, he was inside him. You went through him.
Crazy stuff there.
Conor Carey's managed to hold the position, and there's a massive battle behind Conor Carey there.
Jesus Christ.
Liam Martin Bradley, he's going to look round.
Old foes.
Oh, there's contact. He's gone off track. On through goes Casper. What a move!
Beautiful stuff from the Swede. As both Red Bulls closing on Martin Bradley.
Guilherme picks up a time penalty for track limits.
But a lot of people out of position here. Jack Brooks gets the fastest lap of the race.
And we've got a yellow
front here. Jaden's good DRS. This should be easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
And there's a yellow flag at the end of the first sector.
Is that Liam again?
At the end of the third sector. Who is that? It's the Alfa Romeo. It's Conor Mackinnon.
That's the third time.
As we've now got Raphael Houston serving a time penalty in the pit on the front wing change. I think that might have been with the incident with Liam Bradley.
Battling still. They boxed very early.
And Liam Bradley from P17 has worked his way up to P12 as he looks to chase down the Tier 2 Championship contender, Conor Carey.
Yeah.
As they head towards the S's.
Let's see, we could see a move from Timmy Troszak here. He's going to have to DRS, but is he going to be close enough?
He's used all his battery though. Look at the battery difference. Jake Smith just saving his battery.
The Mercedes was the only one you can't actually see the battery clearly.
Yeah, but on the telemetry you can.
Yeah, but I don't like to stand it on because it looks a lot nicer. Liam Bradley past Conor Carey.
As Jaden Medensky has set the new fastest lap as he looks to close in on our race leader Jack Brook.
As nearly going for it there, Tom Lynch. Timmy Troszak goes for it on Jake Smith. And he does it.
Yeah, English that was a nice move there.
Ukrainian. Sounds like that tomorrow for the Euro qualifiers.
Yeah. It's not actually, it's an away game for England, but obviously it's not in Ukraine.
Yeah, unfortunate ongoing war.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not talking about war, we're talking about SRC. At the moment, we're looking at Jaden Medensky closing in on our race leader, Jack Brook.
Those soft are a big advantage, though.
Yeah, but Jack's going to have that advantage when he changes tyre.
Yeah, but for this early part of the race, Jaden Medensky, it's a huge advantage.
Oh, and he's really on the back of him now. He's going to have DRS on the main. He's going to have DRS on the main straight.
He's like a lion looking for food.
Jesus Christ, Venom.
What? What?
He's hunting down his prey.
He is.
Here he comes.
And he's got his prey.
He's gonna have DRS again, isn't he? That's how it works. This DRS zone.
Yeah, it's double DRS zone as.
Yeah, so he's gonna have it again, and Jaden can look to pull away from Jack Brook now. Between
Troszak and Smith, the other Smith.
Oh, Timmy's picked up a track limits penalty.
Yeah, ideal. Liam Bradley's starting to close back on the points paying positions and on Guilherme Omar. As long as it's going to be good in the championship for Jaden Medensky.
Yeah, he's going to close in. I think it's too late to make a championship charge though.
I think he is still in this.
We've got some unfortunate breaking news. Ethan Watson is going to have to retire from commentary for this race.
All right then.
So I will wish everyone the best of luck in the rest of this race, and I hope you see this out. Hope you see this out on your own, all right, Lennon? See you later, guys.
There's a lot of battling over here. Rafael Jewson up to P16. Jaden Medinsky, there's actually a swap in the lead here. Interesting stuff. As Ethan Watson disconnects. And George Smith is out. And a safety car. Martin Vandenbroek is also out. Must have been contact between the two. As we are now down to 16 runners in this Grand Prix. And this would be a perfect time for some of these soft runners to box onto mediums or hards. But 2 early retirements here. 3 actually, because Neo Godsell came into the pits. As we are now down to the last 16 in this race. Jake King unfortunately could not start the race due to connectivity issues. And Neo Godsell, George Smith and Martin Vandenbroek all out. As we are back under safety car conditions. And yeah, we just have to wait for this to play out. And will people pit? Jack Brooks boxes. So does Jaden Medinsky. But Leo Van Schendel stays out. And so does Tom Lynch. So does Ryan Turvey. So does Thomas Mine. Harrison Bishop stays out. So do Timmy Troshak and Jake Smith. Will Martin Bradley bot? That is the big question. He will not. He will stay out. Casper Sjöström will box. But he crossed the line. Connor Carey as well. Nathan Peacock. This also brings the likes of Torno Mackinnon and Rafael Jewson back into this. This game does probably need to fix crossplay. We now have Leo Van Schendel leading. His teammate Thomas Main in P4. With the likes of Jaden Medinsky and Jack Brooks, they're in good positions here. Jaden Medinsky probably not ideal because he has Leo Martin Bradley on older tyres right in front of him. He's going to take mediums, nearly 30 laps. This will be a big ass for the Canadian. Investing in a safety car. He's deployed it. Lap 9 now. We're getting closer and closer to the halfway point. Yeah, we've only got 3 DNFs so far. There we go then. So Leo Van Schendel will lead us away. The question is when. Because Rafael Jewson and Torno Mackinnon are still catching up to this very long queue. corner is caught up. It's all dependent on Rafael Juicen now. If we go or not, I don't think we will. I'd say it's going to be too early to go, and we'll go on at the end of lap 10, going on to lap 11. Which gives us 26 laps. Oh no, we're not. We're going in this lap. A very late call. But we are in fact going already. Extremely late call here. No time for Van Schendel to warm up his tyres. And we are going to go racing one more time here in Mexico. As everyone files their way across the start-finish line. Hopefully no shenanigans. We go into turn 1. See already a near lead change. Tom Lynch going to take the lead of the race. There's contact between him and Van Schendel. And through goes Ryan Turvey. Thomas Mine also trying to get involved here. There's cars all over the shop. And Jaden Wadinsky goes up into P9 nearly. He decides to back out of it. Praising is here. Yep, Harrison Bishop spun round. Very different looking top 3 now. Thomas Main takes the lead of the race. Liam Arthur Bradley up to P7. Jay Valinsky not getting the ideal restart. Look, Jack Brooks on fresh tyres already up to P5. Jay Valinsky is going to need a miracle here. Get back into this race as he tries pushing his way past Tom Lynch. They're neck and neck now. As we also see the Williams and the Aston Martin battling, trying to make it a Williams 1-2. Brooks still has the inside line here. He managed to get into the position. Jay Radinsky and Kasper Soderstrom battling hard. As Batinsky going for the most outrageous switchback ever. And he pulls it off. As Tom Lynch now boxes. It is box now box for Lynch. And it's a spin in the pit lane penalty for Guilherme Omar. Another penalty here. Azura Van Schendel is closing on Ryan Turvey yes again. He's trying to get P2 back. He goes down the inside. Jack Brooks right behind though. He's got to be careful of that. Brooks going to go for it. Extremely dodgy here. The two battling for position. He's going to try and find a way around. He just can't though. He's being held up here. We have a virtual safety car. I believe because of Timmy Trochat. No, it's because Tom Lynch has actually crashed. Our second VSC of the day. But a full safety car, we now have a virtual safety car. Very interesting indeed. Ryan Turvey comes into the pits here under this VSC, looking to get off his mediums onto the hard tyres. Very smart decision when to make his pit stop. As DRS is back enabled and we are back underway. As Jaden Wadinsky almost forced off track by Kasper Soderstrom, which allows him through. Jake Smith defends from Liam Martin Bradley, who sends it one down the inside. As he gets a little push there from Kasper Soderstrom, that allows him back through. It might really go off the track there, I don't know. I think he might have stayed just about on. Don't forget, he still has to pit. Kasper Soderstrom actually has already boxed. He is now a net P2. From 13th on the grid, as we now reach a third of the way through the race, Jack Brooks is flying here from P4 on the grid. He is only one position away from taking P1 back. Kasper Soderstrom and Jaden Wadinsky both through from Jake Smith, and now it's just Martin Bradley, who is on older tyres and is going to be under pressure. And now we see Kasper Soderstrom. He should easily get through. So should Jaden Medinsky. The Red Bulls decided to swap around. They're both from Iron Bradley. As you are seeing cars get closer and closer. Myron Bradley is starting to get a bit helpless here on those older tyres. Jack Brooks is a clear leader here. There's a 3 second time wait for Connor Carey, I believe that is. There we go then. See what could happen. Down this back straight. Mine should be in DRS. Should have the DRS here. Also, Jack Brooks is pulling away quite quickly. Tom Lynch has got multiple warnings penalty. Two people boxing for their hards. We have a very jumbled up field at the moment. I think the Red Bulls are going to swap again. Those softs looks to have died off. Harrison Bishop coming in for hards. The hards will be the better option here. Look how well they're performing on Jack Brooks. He is flying with those hards, which is very good. As you see, a lot of people boxing, and it's causing a lot of changes up and down the field. Timmy Troshak and Jake Smith still battling in this race. And it's a 3 second time only for Jake Smith. Not ideal, obviously. Jaden Medinsky coming close. There's 3 second time only for Kasper Soderstrom. So pushing it. So he's under pressure here from Medinsky. And the pressure really looks to be getting to him. As we look at the penalties, 14 seconds for Gilherme Omar. I mean, a handful of drivers having 3 second penalties. A lot of drivers still remaining on none. And Martin Bradley finally peels into the pits. And so does Raphael Houston. We all expected 2 box again. Martin Bradley, the question is, will he get out ahead of Gilherme Omar and Timmy Troshak and Jake Smith? It'll be very close indeed. Actually, it won't be as close as I imagine. It might be a little bit tight still. Raphael Houston's going to fall under pressure here. But here, Martin Bradley. Down in 10th now. The 2 Williams drivers still gets a box. They need a box. They do need a box. And so does Connor Carey, I believe. Or has he already gone on to hard? I think he has already gone on to hard. Torno Mackin right behind Nathan Peacock now. Needs to get a move on, because they're actually holding each other up. Jack Brooks looks to have this race in the bag. But don't want to like commentate his curse or anything silly like that. The Williams drivers opting to stay out for now. Torno Mackin gets a multiple warnings penalty on those hard tyres. He's going to push after Nathan Peacock now. And into P2 goes Jaden Medinsky. And he can now push on. And Torno Mackin, as you can see in the shadow, gets into P6. And Gilherme Omar is in a wall. That's not where you want to be, my friend. It might look appetising, but you want to be staying on the track, preferably. And not buried in some wall. I caught airtime off that wall last year's game. Very fun. Jaden Medinsky now can set his eyes on the 2 Williams, and that's a retirement on track from Gilherme Omar. That will be punished very severely. Yeah, the car parked up. Timmy Troshak, another penalty. Ryan Turvey going after Conor Carey. And that is P8. Martin Bradley looking to have a problem warming up those hards. And Tom Lynch retires. And a safety car is deployed. For the second time today, we will be under safety car conditions. Sorry for the sneeze there. We're under safety car conditions now. A medium's going on to Conor Carey's car. Will Troshak follow suit? I see a couple pit stops here. The Williams drivers in a perfect position here, but they will have to double stack, which is not ideal. And Harrison Bishop comes in and retires. I think his race might be over. Harrison Bishop giving up his race. And that is Thomas Main in the pit lane. Leo Van Schendel as well. Everyone coming in actually. All of these top drivers. Ethan Peacock. Ryan Turvey. We'll wait to see if he decides it is the right time to box. He is not going to box. And he comes out just behind Jack Brooks. Liam Martin Bradley, does he box? No, he doesn't. But a lot of these drivers are looking to get out ahead of him. It's going to be tight. But in the end, no. All these guys on pressure tyres. Should stand a better chance here. Watch out for Jack Brooks on those mediums. He will be very quick. There we go. So we're halfway through the race now. And Jack Brooks still leads. Ryan Turvey second, Thomas Main third. Casper Soderstrom actually running fourth from 13th on the grid. That is a very good recovery drive from him. Then we go Leo Van Schendel, Torno Mackinnon, Nathan Peacock from 17th on the grid has actually got to 7th. Jay Badinsky 8th. Liam Aswadi 9th. Raphael Jewson from the back gets P10 in the end. Well, at this halfway point, Conor Carey 11th. When it's Jake Smith and Timmy Troshak at the back. Ryan Turvey, I've just realised, his tyres are going to be an age older. He's done 7 laps on the radio. We're going to be 24 laps old by this race. Could the tyre advantage come into play here? It could potentially. Here we go then, everyone coming up behind the safety car. We should be going green this lap. Hopefully for the last time in this race. So Jack Brooks is going to be in charge of this restart. Ryan Turby right behind him with a tyre deficit though. He's going to have a rough race, I think. Wrong strategy. As we go green. And not a lot of movement happening. The Macklin very slow off the restart. And Jaden Medinsky already going for Nathan Peacock. A lot of people, not a lot of movement though, on this restart. Normally finding, as we all hold position, going through turn 1. But can Ryan Turvey take the position back? No, he cannot. Casper Sostrom though, going for Thomas Main. Swede versus the Belgian. Main forced extremely wide. And again, Casper's off. That is not good for him. He has just gone straight off track. And he's down to P8 now. Not ideal, obviously. Trojak goes up to P12 as Jake Smith is in the wall back to virtual safety car. And it's a 5-second time penalty for Thomas Main as well for gaining advantage. And there's a speed in the pit lane as well. Ryan Turvey has sped, and that will be a very big compromise to his race. He's going on to mediums though. He's got a lot of time to make up. He will drop to 12th in the end. Which is not ideal for him. So he has got some work to do off this restart. As Jack Brooks has already got a big advantage. Has been pushed under this virtual safety car period. I don't know. But we're going green again. Hopefully the last time. So yeah, not a lot of movement. Ryan Turvey already making inroads on this fighting pack at the front. Jaden Medinsky going for P5, and he secures P5. Soderstrom going around the outside. He's trying, he gets through. And that is P6 for Soderstrom. Really having to get the elbows out there. There's a group of cars battling. The Williams drivers are going to be battling. Hopefully no collisions like last week. Martin Bradley also going for it. Around the outside. Peacock going for the inside. And Martin Bradley just a bit boxed in. Not a lot he can do there. And he's just still trying to get through. Nothing he can do. Connor Carey under pressure from Raphael Houston. And Cass Sostrom is remaining in P6 as it stands. See Leo Van Schendel right behind Thomas Main. And they're going to be pushing now. See other battles will be happening here. And Cass Sostrom was a bit offline. And again goes off the track. He looks to be struggling a lot here. As Jack Brooks gets the fastest lap of the race, as he still leads. as Castellation comes into the pits. So just 4 laps on those hards. Has he killed the tyres? And the 2 Williamses exchanging positions. That is not good at all. And Martin Bradley gets up into P6. There's also Raphael Houston here. He's not going to make a move down the inside. Ryan Turvey's 11th now, as we have soft for Casper Soderstrom. As we look to see if there's any more movement. Raphael Houston with another 3-second penalty. Thomas May looks to be losing some speed. Nathan Peacock still right on the back of Liam Martin Bradley. Looks to have got a bit of oversteer through there. Last time's race winner. He definitely won't be this time's race winner, the way it's going. But he does have the advantage of no penalties, but he is about 5 seconds behind, so he's going to have to hope for more penalties. As Nathan Peacock now coming after him. Ferrari versus Mercedes. Not Mercedes, Red Bull. And you see that Timmy Trochak also trying to go around the outside of Conor Carey. There we go. It's very close between a lot of people. Battling and scrapping away. We've got a 4-way battle for P2. We've got a battle for P6. We've got a pretty big battle here for P7. And contact between Nathan Peacock and Timmy Trochak. No front wing for Peacock. Trochak looks to come out unscathed. That's going to help Ryan Turpey a lot. Nathan Peacock still just going to stick behind. Doesn't want to make any stupid moves. The Williams driver is looking to have this covered as well. Jaden Badinsky looks like he wants a bit of Torno Mäkinen. And he's going to get a bit of Torno Mäkinen. Into P4 he goes. And Ryan Turpey goes past Conor Carey. Timmy Trochak luckily still P10. There's actually Raphael Houston. Sorry, who... Yeah, there's a 1:18.6. Casper Soderstrom gets the fastest lap of the race. And so down to 12 runners. Big battle here for P4 still. Liam Martin Bradley just can't seem to keep up with this top group. And this can be big for the championship. He could be losing around 10 points to some of these guys. Well, it depends on who he loses those points to, though. Peacock managing to back out there. Looking to live fight for another day. And here we go, Jaden Radinsky. He's behind the 2 Williams drivers. They look to be covering this very well when he gets a penalty. Not ideal at all. Nathan Peacock back past Liam Martin Bradley. And into P6. So the 2 battling still. Martin Bradley all over the back of him. He's going to get him back still without the DRS. They're going to be side by side. Who will come out in front? I believe Peacock. But Brian Bradley's going to have that inside line. They're going to give each other enough space. And there's going to be around the outside there from Mark Bradley. He's managed to keep it. The Williams boys being very tactical here and managing to keep the other two behind using the DRS, with Leroy almost acts as a shield to his teammate. And Ryan Turvey is actually right up with this battle now, which is very interesting. And we're going to have a freeway battle now for P6. Martin Bradley now nearly 10 seconds away. Peacock pulls out. Gets the move stick. Ryan Turvey. Oh! There's contact. For the championship rivals, they come together here in Mexico. Absolute chaos. And that pretty much eliminates Martin Bradley from any hope of getting P6. They'll obviously be looked into after the race. That incident between Turvey and Bradley. Terrible contacts as Casper Soderstrom continues to close. Another penalty for Timmy Troszak. Now there's only 3 drivers or any sort of penalty. And see Van Schendel actually gaining. On Jack Brooks. Is he starting to struggle maybe on those mediums? And can Van Schendel get himself into this race and potentially get a maiden win in SRC? Obviously, this might sound crazy, but he has never won an SRC Grand Prix. Crazy. So Jack Brooks dropping a lot of time there. There's 9 laps to go. Jayden Badinsky's inside Thomas May, looks like. From here. That is very strange. They just went inside each other as this game continues. Prove how broken it is. Rafael Justin comes into the pits and retires. His hope. I think he's kind of given up on getting points. Jayden Badinsky is now out of the DRS of Leo Van Schendel. This allows him to push. Dutchman. We only have one other Dutchman win. That was Rafael Justin in Austria last season. Here in Mexico, if he can make up enough time in these last 8 laps, Jack Brooks could be in trouble. Ryan Turvey actually close back up to Liam Martin Bradley. These two will most likely be under investigation. As see Thomas Main and Jayden Badinsky exchanging positions once again. Hopefully Rafael Justin Jose should hopefully goes. Being in the pit lane is Casper Soderstrom. Has he kind of given up? I think he's going to persevere in this race still. Oh no, he's lost his front wing. He's sustained damage. And once again, Jack Brooks pulls out. So Brooks should have this race in the bag, I'd assume. And Van Schendel will hopefully be second. Martin Bradley looking like he's going to drop a lot of positions here. He has not had the ideal race here in Mexico. But the sprint next week, he can bounce back. Ryan Turvey getting another penalty. So minor, the exceeding of the track limits. Notoriously harsh here in Mexico. Timmy Troszak has crashed and is out of the race now. Here on lap 29. And that means there's 10 drivers left. Ryan Turvey, is he close to potentially launch a move here? I don't think so. Oh, he's going to go for it. No, he's not. He's not going to go for it. And then Martin Bradley has lost a position to Ryan Turvey. He is keeping it clean with the penalties though. And Villar drives the penalties in front. There are still positions to be made up in this race. On 15, he has the oldest tyres, the slowest tyres as well, on the hards obviously. Hopeless. The man who won here last time. And yeah, we've got 6 laps to go. Jack Brooks still looks to be the one in the lead. And looks to be the one to win this race. Just squabbling right behind. You can see there mine and Van Chendel, not Van Chendel, Medinsky, sorry. Battling away with 6 laps to go. Marvadi will still try and make a launch at Turvey. He is not going to make it here. Go look for a better exit. Cannot get that better exit. We have now 5 laps to go. As we are getting towards the end of this race now. As we have a look now, tyres shouldn't really matter anymore. Penalties. Now with Medinsky, here's a 3 second. That should not affect anything. From what I know, I mean, Turvey might get a penalty. I'm not sure. Well, not Turvey. Main. He might get his penalty removed. I don't know what happened when he overtook. Maybe it was when he was pushed off track by Casper. That might have been where that illegal overtake came from. So he will look to remove that. As we still see Torno Mackinnon closing him down. As it stands, mine will finish 5th. And it'll actually be Medinsky in 3rd and Mackinnon in 4th. But that is all yet to be decided. Mine Ballard's dropped outside of a second of Ryan Turvey. And you see Torno Mackinnon makes it up into P4 and they can now set off after Jaden Medinsky. Or not, because he's got an angry Williams on his inside. He will have DRS, I think, as well. Here he does. Is that going to be enough to close in? So jump has spun. No damage though. Very luckily indeed. And yeah, we come here. As we have nearly 3 laps to go. Jack Brooke still controlling the pace. Leo Van Chendel second. And David Dinsky looks to be 3rd. As you see, Jamie Medinsky is going to get P2 on the road now. But it will not be P2 overall unless he can pull a 3-second gap in these last 3 laps. Mackinnon getting all loosey-goosey out of there. That can affect him massively if he isn't careful. And yeah, it's looking very close at the moment. But it's still battle for P2, or it will be P3. Mackinnon and Medinsky, they've been battling for this P3 race actually. Mackinnon has done well to recover as well. Troshak leaves. That's not going to matter though. So we are coming towards the end of this race. Into the last 2 laps actually. With Jack Brooke. The British man on his debut. Looks like he's going to win on debut. I don't think anyone's ever done that before. He'll be the first. Cassostrom crashes with just 2 laps to go. That was an activity that will earn you 0 points. Actually, it might earn him a couple because he has made the 90% race distance, so he will earn a point. Ryan Turby will come in and will serve his penalty. I think he has enough time to. I think he's going for fastest lap here. Ryan Turby serving that penalty and getting that fastest lap point. Nathan Peacock as well. He has been closed down by Martin Bradley, which will rescue him a P6. Ryan Turby though coming out the pits. So a P6 will be rescued for Martin Bradley. As it stands. And yeah. Looking lovely. Approaching the final lap man with this man. Jack Brooks. In the Haas. On his debut, reserving Bass. This kid is a lot of stuff. And he can go with only a select few, including the likes of Liam Martin Bradley, Ryan Turby, Raphael Houston, Tom Lynch. They're just some of the names that have won in Tier 1. As well as like Thomas Main as well, who was on this grid. Antonio Mackinnon and Jaden Medinsky. We have 7 race winners currently in this race. It will become 8. Now, we'll have 8 winners from this race. As Antonio Mackinnon and Jaden Medinsky battling on the final lap. And this is what we've all been waiting to see. These two wobbling for P3. Could become P4 after penalties removed. It will be P3 for Antonio Mackinnon. A penalty right at the end for Jaden Medinsky. Leo Ranchelo's left it too late because we now come into the stadium section for the last time with Jack Brooks on his debut. He has done an absolutely flawless job keeping that car on the island. As he's going to come around the final corner, the checker flag is waving, and Jack Brooks wins. Leo Ranchendo second, and it'll be Torno Mackinnon third after penalties, and Thomas Main nearly grabbing P4 back. That'll be P5 in the end. Meanwhile, Liam Martin Bradley will come home 6th, salvaging a result here, and it will keep his championship with a healthy lead going into the sprint of Brazil. A lot of the remaining points are on the line as he goes round the final corner. It will be P6 either way. And Ryan Turby on his fastest lap attempt. But that should be the race over. And there it is, that is the race over. And that is in the race. Jack Brooks walks out there with Leo Ranchendo and Torno Mackinnon. That is your podiums for today. We could have penalties removed. We could have penalties added on. But here we go. The champagne sprayed here in the stadium section, you see people on the track, their cars parked up. As we got 3 races to go now, here in this championship. Question is, who will win in the end? But here is the final results. As we just scroll down to the DNF. And that is the end of your race. And I'll see you next week for the sprint in Brazil. Goodbye.